Internet income opportunities: which types should you avoid? Choosing which internet income opportunities to implement is often a difficult decision for the newcomer to generating income online. While there are a lot of good programs out there, there are merely as many bad ones. That isn't to say that the advertisers of the bad programs or systems are being dishonest, but what they are selling may be difficult or nearly impossible to implement in a manner as to make reasonable income. Separating the wheat from the chaff, so to speak, is a part of what this article is about. Temperament and skill set: you will need to evaluate your own temperament and skill set when looking at any opportunity. If you have no computer skills to speak of, and are unwilling or seemingly unable to learn the required skills, many online opportunities will just not be appropriate for you, no matter how good the system, product, or program might be. Face it, there are just some people that don't take to computers, just as there are some that find it extremely easy. If you fall into the class of people that are currently at a level where it is difficult for you to even find and read this article, you may wish to take some local computer classes on general operation of a computer before you continue with your search for some online opportunities. You will need to learn skills such as writing ad copy or informational articles. For others, you may need to know something about HTML, the language that is used to format web pages. Nearly any online income opportunity is going to require persistence, so if you are the type that is easily distracted or scattered, and have a history of starting projects but not taking them through to completion, or procrastinate a lot, you may be much better served by spending your time and money elsewhere. You will probably be happier and certainly less frustrated than if you try to do something that just doesn't fit with your normal temperament. I'm not saying you can't do it, just that it will be a lot harder if you fit into that category of people. Make money overnight with very few exceptions. You just cannot make money overnight with any online income opportunity, at least not starting out. Nearly everything you do online will take time and a lot of effort to set up and get running smoothly, and with most products you will need to have a large list or group of newsletter subscribers to send your sales campaigns in order to generate income overnight. But you'll not get a decent list capable of that sort of action without long and hard work. One exception to the rule that can be used to generate some income overnight is fairly simple, but won't make you rich anytime soon. 1. Go to Amazon and sign up as a seller. 2. Find a book you don't want anymore that is in good condition and post it on the Amazon site. You'll need one that is fairly popular but doesn't have a huge number of sellers. You can check each book you are considering by entering the ISBN number on the Amazon site. 3. If you describe the condition of the book attractively but honestly and have a reasonably low price, you could actually get a sale overnight. 4. Pack and ship the book to the buyer, and Amazon will send you your money, subject to their withholding and other rules. Rinse and repeat. You can see that this can work, won't cost you anything to implement, and can get sales overnight. But you can probably also see that you would have to move a lot of books to make any real money. Work at home though. Most anything you do with online sales or marketing can be done at home, or nearly anywhere else with an internet connection for that matter. There is a particular class of programs I would caution you to avoid. Just about everything that has as its primary tagline "work at home" that I have looked at was unworkable at producing any real income. The ones you see most often are product assembly, medical transcription, and data entry positions. Reading the ads, anyone can make money entering data at home, or putting things together, or performing other, relatively unskilled tasks for big money. Unfortunately, the big money just isn't there, unless you happen to be the owner that is selling the program. The ads are designed to prey on the people that have the least likelihood of actually completing the necessary steps, and rarely, if ever, deliver on their promises. Typically, each of these so-called opportunities requires you to either purchase specific software, sign up for an ongoing subscription of some sort, or provide a deposit for the materials for the product assembly ones. They also usually have difficult requirements that would make it extremely difficult for you to ever get your work accepted, and if it was, the money paid is just not worth your time. Think about the basic requirements for a medical transcription or data entry job. You need to have a computer and often specialized software to enter the information. Okay, so you've got a computer and they can sell you the software. You need a reliable and abundant source of incoming data. Okay, they could send you the raw data to input, but why would they? There has to be some value in the information, and if it has much value, they wouldn't want to send it out without some means of covering that value, would they? Aha, here comes the deposit you'd have to provide until you finish the batch. You may have to have some specialized knowledge to properly transcribe the data. If it's handwritten, can you read that illegible scrawl on the paper? Guessing wrong could have rotten consequences if you're entering medical information. Not to mention the potential problem with protecting personally identifiable information. By the way, when was the last time you were in a doctor's office that didn't have any visible computers? At this point, unless you go to a country doctor in some remote area, nearly everything they do gets to a computer somewhere, and there's just no way they are going to let anything that could even remotely be identified with an individual leave that office. The liability is just too great. If you look at the potential problems involved with any of these work-at-home opportunities, you can see that the companies promoting these schemes just couldn't afford the liability involved, or if it were something like assembling products at home, the value of the completed product would be less than the parts plus shipping both ways plus anything you'd be paid for your efforts. It's just not economically good sense for them, so you have to look deeper to see how they make their money. Yep, it's the subscription to the work-at-home club, or the software they sell you. P.T. Barnum said there was a sucker born every minute, and some of the guys selling some of these programs must think this is the case. Unfortunately, they can write some very compelling advertisements, and make it sound like you will be rich overnight with no effort at all. This unfortunately is not the case in the world you and I live in, but you can help yourself by being critical when you read the ads. Typically, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is, and if you are looking to get rich quick, and are a very lucky person, you might think about buying a lottery ticket. If, on the other hand, you find a program that tells you the truth, and you are willing to put in the effort it takes to get things set up and running, you can make money online, just not overnight like some would like you to believe. Online internet marketing can provide consistent income for those with a drive to succeed and persistence to follow through with the continued effort it takes to create a website or blog and get traffic to it consistently.